the ripple effects are massive, and I think we're living in times that can be really divisive, and we don't always fully anticipate how those ripple effects play out. What's your vision for Rotary as its new leader? What do you hope to accomplish in your term?
Well, through the landscape of what you just said, or the lens of what you just said, the challenging time that we're in, the dark time of this pandemic has been such a crazy time for, every human being, every
Yeah,
man, woman, child on our planet. Which is, when you think of it from that perspective, that we're all in this as humanity together. Um, it's really quite incredible to think of sort of how do we come out of this all together? How do we move forward as humankind? And I think that Rotary has a really incredible opportunity, as we always have, but I think punctuated more now than ever, to provide safe space for conversations. One of the things that is a big focus for us right now is diversity, equity, and inclusion. And being the first woman, obviously, it's something that I'm asked about a lot.
yeah,
But I'm talking about it really quite candidly through more of the lens of diverse perspective, because we bring together different cultures, different gender, different age, different race, different religion. We can solve problems because we have this diverse perspective, unlike others. And, in a singular organization where, maybe everyone is the same vocation, they
right.
might, look at it through just one lens. Whereas we bring together and are able to push each other because we have such an international and such a diverse perspective to understand the global difference and the impact that we're sharing right now.
Mhm.
And I've been on calls literally every single day, multiple times a day in every part of the world. And as human beings, we may have differences, but so much of it is the same.
Right.
And so, understanding right now that we're all in a place of heightened anxiety, and
Mhm.
that, just trying to be together, when we're told and to be, in self isolation, and to sort of stand back, that we've had an incredible opportunity to perhaps be more connected than we ever have been.
Yeah, we're social creatures, and I love
Yeah.
that you frame it as humankind. I don't think we hear that term enough because it speaks to a lens of empathy that we're thinking of each other as humans and that we have more in common than we don't, and that you're going to have such a great platform to affect change. It's an incredible thing. How has COVID allowed you to? Maybe I should rephrase it. How have you pivoted because of COVID? Because I know polio vaccinations were a major part of your portfolio, and you've done incredible work with eradicating that disease. Did that set you up to help affect change with the COVID crisis?
Well, that is a very insightful question. So, polio is Rotary's number one corporate priority, and we have two remaining endemic countries in the world. We've been in this for more than 3 decades.
Mhm.
We started this initiative to eradicate polio, and then other partners came on: UNICEF, the CDC, the WHO, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and most recently, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance. And so we work in partnership with all of them on this eradication effort. We have two remaining endemic countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan. We just last August, just basically several months ago, took Nigeria off of the endemic list, which was a
Incredible.
huge undertaking, which meant not only were they taken off the endemic list, but the entire African nation
That's
and
incredible.
continent. It's incredible. It's hard to actually fathom.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that we have put in place over this 30-year window of time is a public health infrastructure that exists in more than 70 countries.